Okay, so I guess one of the biggest issues, the most disappointing issues we had with the job that was done by Pagano Tile was how the issues we had with the shower floor. When they initially fixed it, or I shouldn't say that, when they initially put the shower floor in, all our water was pooling over in this left-hand corner. Like pooling big time, just not draining at all. And we had them come back to fix that. Probably about halfway through the day of one guy working to fix it. You could tell by looking at the floor, but that it was still not pitched right. It was still all kind of pitched down towards this area, even in the front corner here on the left side. And so we called Joe at Pagano Tile, trying to get him over here so he could see it. He came over about midday, and we pointed out to him that even though one guy had started to fix the back wall, we were still, the pitch was still not right here. And so they started tearing, more up to fix it. And at that time, I told Joe basically, if they couldn't fix it at that point again, then we would have to find another contractor, somebody to fix the floor. So it doesn't completely pool in this corner anymore. It just kind of sits in the middle here and slowly drains down to the drain. We have some issues with it pooling there kind of in the middle. It's probably hard for you to tell on camera, but of course the floor should be pitched down to the drain, but the back wall of the shower is totally wavy. It's not a nice even pitch down to the drain. It's probably something that's going to be really hard for you guys to tell on camera. You can kind of get an idea of it from where the wall tile meets the floor, where if you go along, you'll see that the grout line between the wall tile and the floor tile changes, gets thicker and thinner and thicker and thinner along the way. And that is, on those parts is where on the floor, when you're looking at it in person, you see the most waviness. If you go along, see if it comes out, but if you walk along the corner of the floor, you'll also see, because you'll see here, if you focus on the last corner of the floor tile that matches the wall, and as you go along the wall, you'll see that amount of wall tile gets thinner and thinner. You'll see at this corner you barely see any of the corner tile. And in this corner you see a nice piece or chunk of it, just really uneven. We have spots on the floor where you can kind of tell that the floor tile, which is, I get, it comes in, square sheets. I forget how many squares in a sheet, where they just weren't lined up nicely. And even, I don't know if you probably can't tell it, but even they couldn't be bothered. They grouted, and they grouted into the drain itself. Looks kind of nasty and dirty. It looks like we have dirt or mud stuck in there. It's like, tried chipping away at it, but no can do, it's there. Just looks like crap, for lack of a better term. I don't know why when they were trying to fix the floor, they couldn't even be bothered to, take a couple screws out, lift this plate while they were working the area. They just, I don't know, left it. What are you, crazy? But again, unfortunately, it's just, there are a lot of places in the bathroom, including the shower floor being so wavy that it looks like we did the floor ourselves. But we didn't. We hired someone we thought was a professional. Okay. So that's that.